Timing your options trades can turn a okay trade into a fantastic one. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I do it. Yo, what's going on, premium chasers? I hope you're having a God-blessed day. In today's video, every single person that comments down below is going to get my 10 favorite quad option strategy stocks. So if you want those, just drop a comment down below and I will personally respond it to you. But guys, today I'm going to be talking to you guys about how I time my option sells, okay? What I look for, when do I do it? When do I look for the covered calls? When do I look for cash secured put entries, right? And when I just take these hands and just simply sit on them and do absolutely nothing, because that's one thing as an option seller you better be good at doing. So let's go over the shoulder. Right now we are looking at Cisco, which is one of my absolute favorite option selling stocks. And there's a few things we're going to do here, right? And I'm going to assume you're a complete beginner. You're just getting into, selling options, and yet you're all excited about it. And that's the danger zone. Listen, I see a lot of you making posts in the group, and I'm like, holy moly, guys. And all our stuff is free here. Our calculators you're going to see, all that stuff is free. Join us inside our free Facebook or post your questions in there. Vibe out with everybody. It's a fantastic time. But with that said, beginners usually make a tremendous amount of mistakes. Listen, we can all agree with that, right? Whenever we start something new, we get all jazzed up and excited about it, and especially with trading. We do something, we click the wrong button. Next thing you know, listen, we getting yelled at by our wives or husbands, all right? So let's talk about how I like to look at timing my entry points, my exit points with cover calls, cash secured puts, right? So first and foremost, let's go just find a random stock. For this example, we're going to use Cisco. Right? And we're going to go just use Yahoo Finance. For the most of the stuff that we do, guys, listen, I'm a very simple investor. Simple scales, boring scales, in my opinion. I don't want complicated. I found that, hey, the more complex I make things, it means I don't stick with them, it means it takes a lot more time to master. And for me, selling options is something you can really master for the most part in about a year, 2 years time, because as you see, you don't trade a lot here, but it's not something that is, I would call as an active trader for any stretch of imaginations. It's more like a short-term investor is kind of the term I like to use as it. But let's go over to the chart section here, and we're going to add a couple indicators here. Okay, the first one we're going to add is our moving average, right? We're going to put this moving average here. The first one I like to do is put this as a 200-day moving average. You're going to see why here in a second. I'm going to put 200 there. You could change the color to whatever you want here. I'm colorblind, so I have to make these insanely different colors so I can see the difference. But I'm just going to put 200, and that's going to put a line on this chart. On this chart now, what this line means is I have a 200-day moving average. This is very simple, right? It's the average, the price the stock is traded at for the past 200 days. We could see Cisco is at $64.80, and the 200-day average of it was $56.87. Information, right? Listen, at the end of the day, none of the stuff I'm going to show you today is going to tell you what a stock's going to do, but it helps you build a thesis and a reason why, and it helps you go from like that real beginner a little bit higher and a little bit higher and a little bit higher, and that's what this game is about: education, learning through experiences, and really knowing the reason why you do things. I speak to a lot of you, and I ask you, well, why did you do that? And you're like, oh, I just did it, right? And it's like, maybe you should just know a little bit why you did something, right? But again, that's on you. That's the decisions you need to make. The next thing I like to put here is our 300-day moving average. So I'm just going to put up another moving average indicator here, and I got to make it a crazy color so I can see it. And that's going to add another line here, and this is our 300-day moving average. This is what the average of over the past 300 days has been for Cisco of $53. Okay. Fantastic. Real easy, right? Real easy to see that, right? Now, what do we want to do? Well, I want to add something called an RSI, right? I'm going to put RSI right here. Okay. Now this RSI, leave all the default settings here alone, but you're going to see it adds a little chart here, right here at the bottom, right? You can see this little chart here. It's like, oh man, Pete, why are you making me add all this stuff, man? This stuff's confusing. It's not. Listen, I'm going to explain it to all my kids because I'm going to have them doing this as soon as they're 18 years old. They're going to be masters of this strategy by the time they're even 16 years old. So this is how I'm going to explain it to them, because this is the reason I love the strategy is I will do this till the day I die. I know that's morbid, but I'm serious, right? I'm serious. Like day trading, scalping, all that stuff, that's not scalable. Is it? Like, to me, it's not scalable. Do you really want to sit in front of a screen for the rest of your life? Not me. But to me, this strategy, I love doing, and I can see myself doing it literally until I'm dead. Okay. Let me mute my phone here. Apologies about that, guys. So what we're seeing here is this chart, right? Now, this chart right here is giving us our relative strength index. Blah, blah, blah talk, right? Blah, blah, blah talk. Buy my $4,000 course, blah, 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 right? Everything is made to be confusing. So normal people like me and you don't do this stuff, okay? And this is why I started this channel, because we don't need to make things confusing. We can take control of our own finances. And I genuinely believe that from the bottom of my heart. Okay, I don't trust nobody with my money but me. All right, and like, you do what you want to. You go get a financial advisor that rips you off. Go, power to you. I don't care. Listen, for me, no one's gonna treat my money better than me. All right, so let's talk about it. RSI. How? Let's just get it. You guys know I gotta go off the tangent sometimes. I got to. It's me, right? I ain't gonna hide, right? So what is RSI? Simplest way I'm going to explain it to my kids and a 5-year-old, if I had to, right, is how, listen, if everybody's buying a stock, let me ask you this question. If everybody is pouring into a stock, some great news came out, whatever it is, it's shooting, like everybody's pouring it. Everybody wants some of those shares. What does that do to the share price? Not a trick question. I'm genuinely asking you, what will it do? What will a stock price do if everybody is pouring into the stock? It's going to go up, right? Not a trick question. It's a very simple, right? Everybody's pouring in, wants to buy some. That makes the stock price go up. Flip side, what happens when a stock is, some bad news came out about it, right? Everybody's selling off their shares. They don't want it anymore. Everybody's just trying to get out, blah, 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 blah. What happens to the share price? It goes down. RSI. That's literally RSI explained to a 5-year-old, right? So what is the middle point is 50, right? Right here around 50 is our middle point of the RSI. Above 50, right, means we are being overbought a little bit. There's a lot of hype. People are starting to get excited about it. Below 50, it's being a bit oversold, right? People are starting to kind of sell it off a little bit, okay? So with Cisco, we're seeing it at 75. That's high. Right, that's high on the RSI chart. When it's high on the RSI chart, what does that mean? Remember what did I just say? If everybody's pouring into it and loving it, what does that mean? Listen, you could cover the chart. It doesn't even, look, I'm covering it with my hands. I don't even see the chart. I only see the RSI. I can see it. I can immediately tell you exactly what the chart would look like. That's it. That's what RSI is, right? It's shooting up. Magic, right? It's magic, right? It's shooting up. Easy. Right? Same thing when we look at, for example, let's go look at Pepsi here. Let me refresh my thing so my indicators all look the same here. On here, of course, as the other one added. But whatever. So you could see here, I'm going to quickly add my RSI here, guys. Don't pay attention to the bands on the page yet. You could see here, right? Don't even look at the chart. Don't look. Just look at RSI. Don't look at the chart. I know it's hard because you're watching this on YouTube. 36, right? 36. It's on the RSI. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? Stock's probably plummeting down a bit, right? Okay, now remove your hand if you followed the little bit of interactivity there. And what do you know, right? It's dropping. It's been on a downtrend, okay? So let's get back over to, where were we? Oh my goodness, guys. I have so many times. Where was I? No. Where was I, guys? Where was I? I'm going to have to cut this out. Apologies, guys. Okay, now we're back at Cisco. I probably didn't cut it out because I don't have an editor, and some of you guys love to complain where I position myself on the screen. Listen, I'm a one-man shop. Like, literally, I got me and Steve. That's literally it, and none of us can edit, right? So if you want to listen, if you're an editor for hire, aka you want to work for free, shoot me an email, peter@onlypeterbrew.com. Right? So, all right, guys. So all jokes aside, so we now understand what RSI is. Okay. So next thing we're going to do is add one more indicator on here, and that is the Bollinger Bands, right? We're going to put Bollinger Bands on top here. We're going to go search Bollinger Band. We're going to click Bollinger Bands. But before you just click done here, we're going to make this period set to 30, okay? So once these Bollinger Bands are added to your screen, you're going to see this overlay. That's kind of intimidating. It's not, okay? And remember when I said that 20-day period that we set when we added this indicator? Well, that's this middle Bollinger Band, and that gives you your 30-day moving average. And why do I care about this, right? The reason I do is because I like to trade and sell options in 30 to 45 days to expiration, okay? So I'm not looking at like the daily movement. I'm really not, unless we see insane movements. I could close out a position early. I'm not looking at like the daily charts and like doing like I'm not doing that. Like I'm not the guy for you. If you like doing that stuff, go somewhere else. Absolutely power to you. But if you're interested in more of this kind of stuff, that's what I'm about, right? So for me, I'm usually looking at 1 month and 3 month charts, okay? Now, I do monitor my trades every single day because this market's absolutely bonkers. There's times that you could close out your positions early in a matter of a day or two. Like, that's crazy, right? But with that said, we now see that our Bollinger Bands are added on here. We have our 2 and 300-day moving averages. We have our RSI, and then we have our middle Bollinger Band as well, where we have our, $57, which has been trading average. Now, we could see that Cisco is trading well above now its top Bollinger Band, all right? And its RSI is up. What does that mean? Well, that tells us that this is a very overbought company right now. When we see a company is extremely overbought, this is a good time to sell covered calls, okay? That is the time where when we would come here, right, and we'd go to Cisco, right? And this is, again, just what I do, educational content only, guys. I'm not telling you to sell your shares. Go do your own due diligence. We'd sell call and go about that 36 days, which I mentioned that I like to do. And I would say, you know what? I would totally sell my shares at like 64, but you know what? If I can sell them at 65 or even 67.5 in a 36 days from now, I would totally do that. And for that, you would collect some options premium up front from an options buyer. Now, I have a bunch of calculators that I love using here on the channel, guys. They're all free. They're in our Facebook group. We're not going to be going over these calculators in this video. We're specifically talking about timing, but all of these are free inside of our Facebook group. And then when a stock is towards its bottom Bollinger Band, that's typically the best time to sell your cash secured puts. So for example, if we just look at Pepsi, for example, it's trading towards its bottom Bollinger Band. Whoops, I always do it, guys. I always click Pepe. Right? I always click Pepe. Like, let's go to PepsiCo. Right here, we're going to click trade options. We're going to click sell. Instead of selling a call now, we're selling a put, meaning we're, selling a put. Yes. And then we're going out about 36 days. We'll keep that same expirations. Now we're saying we're willing to buy 100 shares of Pepsi in 36 days from now for a price that we choose. So for example, it's trading at 130 and you're like, you know what? Pepsi right now is even at a good price. But if it's 125, I'm totally cool purchasing those shares. Now for you saying maybe don't buy those shares, you would collect that 186 premium from the options buyer when you open up this contract that's given to you up front. Now, obviously, most of you already watching this, you already know how covered calls and cash secured puts work. So I'm not going to tell you exactly how all of those, how this can actually play out. But there's a few options, right? One, your contracts expire worthless on both sides. Two, you can obviously close out your positions early, roll your positions, right? Or number three, you could take assignment and do the vice versa. You could do the covered calls or cash secured puts if you end up selling your shares. Guys, if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you drop a comment down below. I'm going to give you my 10 favorite quad option strategy stocks that I absolutely love running. And if you're somebody that wants a more handheld approach on learning how to sell or create your very own option selling portfolio, make sure to take a look at that link down below in the description of today's video. That's our 1-year-long incubator program, and it's really designed to help you learn how to set this up for yourself. And I do think it takes about a year to master this because, again, a lot of the stuff that we're doing is 30 to 45 days out to expiration, right? Now, with that said, that means we don't trade a lot throughout the month, right? A handful of time. So it takes time to actually master this kind of strategy. So if you're interested in that, make sure to take a look in the first link in the description of today's video. Guys, remember, sell options, collect premiums, repeat. I will see y'all tomorrow.